In this video we're using another car from a second-hand dealership, this time the absolutely classic Mitsubishi GTO, and I'll admit, even I was surprised how good it is. Now, down to business, the car. Well, as I said in the intro, it's a Mitsubishi GTO, specifically this one, the 1991 Twin Turbo Edition, and for those of you who are, let's say, a little older, would recognise it as one of the cars that has always been in every version of Gran Turismo, and therefore that makes it a favourite of mine. Even more of a favourite when you look and you can see you can pick this up for just 39,700 credits. Now that is a bargain. And now for the build. We did get away with not having to buy everything, which is always nice to save a few credits, and we managed to get it exactly onto 700 pp, so we weren't giving away anything there. As for all the bits, I won't bore you reading out a list, just pause it and have a look and copy. Now, I will say that the fully customisable transmission, I did adjust the top end speed up to 300, but I did not change any of the gear ratios. And now we have the car and the tuning sorted, it's time to head to the race, which is the World Touring Car 700 at Le Mans or Circuit de la Sarthe, and you will find that in the World Circuits European section. And as we get underway, I'd like to say a massive thank you to everybody that's supported the channel recently. It really has been quite amazing what you guys are doing. If you haven't yet supported the channel or you're enjoying this video, please consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons, and well, thank you in advance. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do when the race starts is change your fuel map setting. That needs setting to number 5. That, assuming the weather's kind to us, should be enough so we can do 2 pit stops and get us through to the end of the race. Now, I have to admit, due to time restraints, I didn't get a chance to test this build before I did the video, so I just did the build and jumped straight in, and was pleasantly surprised. The GTO is fast, it corners well, and it has some great acceleration, certainly better than the acceleration than the Lamborghini had here coming out of the corner. And when you do get some clear road ahead of you, the GTO just takes off, and looks good too, but making places up in this car, this build, is not going to be a problem at all. Now, like I said, making up places in the GTO isn't difficult. In fact, before the end of the first lap, you'll be moving up into first, even if you do have to do a little bit of barging to get there. Anyway, it was his fault, he got me the penalty. But once you're in first and you cross that finish line, all you do now is put your foot down and get as far ahead as you can in time for our first pit stop at the end of lap 2. Now, lap 2 was always going to be our scheduled stop time. The only difference is, and with your race, you'll have to decide whether you're going to go for wet tyres or slicks. Now, as you can see by the fact the windscreen wipers are going on my car, I'm changing to the full wets. You'll have to decide depending on your weather conditions. Just remember, keep an eye on that weather radar. So, once you've got the new tyres on and you've filled up with fuel, it's back out onto the track. Now, you may lose a few places while you're in the pits. Do not worry about it, because the GTO will let you get them back very quickly, especially when it lets you make moves like this around the outside in the wet. Now, that's not a bad way to take first place back, is it? And here we'll just skip ahead to lap 4 and enjoy a few moments of the carnage that is AI driving in the wet. It almost makes you feel sorry for them. Not. Anyway, back to our race, and it's the end of lap 4 and time for our second scheduled pit stop. Now, for my race, it was still raining, so I'm going to put on another set of full wets. Now, obviously, your race may be slightly different, depending whether it's wet or dry. Just keep an eye on your weather radar. But either way, the set of tyres you put on now are going to take you to the end of the race. So get the tyres done, fill up with fuel, and let's get back out onto the track. Now, at this point, I'm going to jump ahead quite a bit to the end of lap 6, for the simple fact that I am, and you will be, that far ahead that there is nothing else to do. In fact, the only AI you're going to have to worry about are the ones that you overtake when you're lapping them. The other thing you may need to think about is, what are you going to do with all the time that's left when you come up to the end of lap 6? Now, as I always say with Le Mans, if you don't need to do a lap 7, don't do one. Just pull up to the line and wait for the timer to count down. Go grab yourself a beer. Hell, you could even throw in a few donuts for the crowd. I believe that's been done before. But either way, you're going to have to kill a little bit of time while you wait for the 30-minute timer to count down. But as soon as that timer's up, cross that finish line, take you in and take all those easy credits. Now, as if the credits weren't easy enough, there you go. Despite a wet race and a small penalty, we still managed to finish nearly 3 minutes ahead of the opposition. I told you it was going to be easy. So, there you have it guys, another money build for you. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons. It really does help out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. For great videos like this one, follow this link. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.